down. Oh man. Play some soft music, baby. What you want me to do? Put us to sleep. Wait till everybody come on in. Let me push this back a little bit. Okay. They see both of us? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
They coming on in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. My husband had mouth surgery and some stuff going on. But now he's back and better, and we're able to get back on and talk to you guys. All right.
Y'all ain't mad at us, are you?
Hi, how's everybody doing on tonight? Welcome to the RIBCAGE. Do us a favor, share this with your friends on your time feed for us. That would be excellent. You know, it's been a while since we've been on. Like I said earlier, my husband had to get some teeth out, some stuff like that. So now he's better and he's able to talk, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Y'all didn't want me to be on here in all that pain. Trust me. You didn't want me on here in pain. Blessings to you, Lakeedra Kirkland.
That's
Amen.
on my end.
Amen. Yeah. Blessings to everybody. Gonna talk about some good stuff tonight, I guess. Just gonna flow. All right. How you doing?
I'm tired.
You tired?
Yep.
All that running around we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
You should be.
It's been a very eventful weekend. Hopefully
Yes.
you guys and gals had a very nice weekend. We did.
Busy.
Yep.
Busy.
Very busy.
Very busy.
Very busy week too.
Yeah.
Hi everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's so much that I want to talk about tonight, babe. It's so much.
Really?
Yeah, I really want to talk I really want to talk on how to be real. How to be real. It's hard in this day and age for people to be accepted for being real.
Mm-hmm.
People don't like real. They like entertainment. They like, even in relationships, they don't want the person to be them real self. They want them to be an image. Oh, you know how you got this image in your head or this thought in your head.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to be like this. But when you met them, they wasn't like that.
See, the thing is, if a person can't be themselves while they're with you, then the relationship is already being built on falsity, on something that's not true.
Yeah.
If you can't be yourself around a person, then that's definitely not the person that God has chosen for you. You want to always be comfortable. You want to always be able to be yourself, let your hair down, be able to express yourself, and at the same time, they're able to receive you in that same mannerism,
Mm-hmm.
They receive you being real as you are being real with them,
Because, the Bible says in the last days that they will call wrong right, and right wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And they will have a form of godliness, but deny the power thereof. I'm not trying to get into a religious study or nothing like that. What I'm trying to get people to understand is, if something is just presenting themselves as being something, then why would you even assume that it's going to change into being something different?
Sometimes people get into relationships. They go in thinking that they can change a person, especially if they feel like they can put up with whatever it is or whatever they feel like the person is falling short of. But what we have to understand is that really no one can change a person but really God and, the submissive will of that individual. And that's why you'll see a lot of failed marriages today, because people will enter into these marriages and things thinking that they can change people and all that stuff,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I found myself in a situation to where I was assuming, that friends would change,
Mm-hmm.
situations would change, people would change because they were with me. I was different. I was already where God needed me to be, mentally, psychologically, and physically and emotionally. I'm still striving and growing in the grace of God. But I'm sitting here looking at them, and they were nowhere near I am or where I needed somebody to be to walk as a friend or a colleague with me. And I'm sitting here assuming that they are going to, mature, or this is only temporary.
Mm-hmm.
But some people are they're not going. I think I was talking to our son the other day about them crabs in the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying that it's people that are inside of the situation you're in that don't want you to come out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you got to be careful, because if you allow yourself to stay because they don't want, because crab, that is symbolic of pulling you back into the old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you allow somebody to cause you to remain in bondage, or with lack, or in a frustrating or miserable state, then the joke's on you. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to decide, what you want to do. The Bible says you have to decide, then decree a thing, and it shall be established. First of all, everything, you can't just write a vision because it came to your mind. You got to speak those things that be not as though they were. And when you speak it, you got to write it. So that somebody else that's connected to you run with it. But like I said, when I was talking to our son, I was talking about that crab in the bucket mentality.
What do you do when it is in a relationship?
Oh man, that's right.
When it's a crab in the bucket mentality.
Well,
because oftentimes if we get into a relationship or a marriage that is not God ordained, you will begin to see characteristics that are being displayed that are basically not of God. So what do you do when you're dealing with someone who you can't keep it real with, who you can't be authentic with, who you can't really express yourself with? What do you do when you're involved with this person and now y'all in love, but yet you're noticing now these shortcomings and things?
Well, that is when you seek counsel. Because for one, they don't want to open up and be 100. But with the counsel, they hear things. You know how when we counsel people, we hear things that the other person don't hear.
Yeah.
You know how we are. We see the story, not your words.
Right.
We know the root cause of the problem, and we know the issue at hand. But we're waiting on a confession to be verbally expressed. And just like in the beginning, God didn't create things just by creating things. He spoke things into existence. And if you want anything to change in your life, you have to first decide in your mind, because God had to decide that he wanted this thing called earth and life on this earth, and these things, these creatures and these beings to manifest. he had a thought. You get what I'm saying? He had a vision, he had a plan. And then when he looked up on the face of the deep, he started speaking things. You get what I'm saying? And things began to manifest. He said, let there be light. And light, you know, he divided the land, and you know, some was dry and some was the oceans, and you know, and then it was different colonies and countries and different things like that, and then the animals and Adam and all of that stuff. So you have to speak those things to be not. Now, whatever you want, you got to begin to decree it. But watch this now. What you were talking about with that spouse. Now, if you really want something to manifest, now you know, somebody you planning to marry, because I'm planning to marry. Now you see these signs that the person not trying to keep it real, then you need to get them to a place where they are able to be open. Some people feel like they can't be, but then you got some people who are real and they can be real and they can be open. So, you know, I would say they need counsel. They need counsel if they can't be open. Now, you know, counsel is just to correct,
right,
and enhance. And if they don't want to be open, then something needs to be corrected.
Now, from my understanding, the person has to see the issue. The person has to see
Blessings,
the issue
Pastor Ricky.
In order for, you know, deliverance to take
Pastor
place. You know what I'm saying? The person has to see, you know, hey, okay, there is something wrong. You know, I've entered into this thing, you know, totally not transparent. You know, I entered into this relationship totally, you know, with a whole different persona of really who I am, you know. And now that things are coming to full fruition, you have, you know, the other person looking like, well, wait a minute, I thought I knew who you were. Now you're somebody totally different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
that's where the counsel need to come into play, because, or a serious discussion. Because some people you can talk, like I'm saying, some people you can talk to, some people you just can't, because they well, you know what, they afraid, they live in fear of the unknown.
You know, honey, oftentimes, especially if we're dealing with couples who are being, you know, or who are in ministry or in the church, you know, oftentimes they don't want to be themselves because they feel like they're going to be judged. They feel like they're going to be spoken against. They feel like, you know, they're going to be looked upon or even belittled or looked down upon because they're being themselves, you know. Because oftentimes, you know, those in the church world, church folk, they often look down at individuals for just being themselves. And, you know, that's really not what it's supposed to be. In a marriage, also a relationship. You want to be able to let your hair down with this person. You want to be able to be yourself with this person. You want to be able to, you know, just accept that person for who they are. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of being transparent. That's also a part of being authentic. Being transparent, because you can be yourself around the person that God has ordained you to be with. All right? You want to know how that's your God ordained mate? It's simple. Be yourself around them and see how they react. If they can't take who you are, then that's not the one that God has for you to be with. If they can take who you are, then guess what? That's the one that God has anointed and ordained for you to be with, because that's two different things. One has to be anointed, meaning chosen to be with you, and then one has to be ordained, meaning they have to be in a place mentally, physically, and spiritually. They have to be aligned to be with you.
That's good. That's good. Have you ever met anybody who was from the military and they were wounded or shell shocked, or it's like
trauma?
Like mentally gone. It's the same way in relationships. Shell shocked. Traumatized. And this type of person, when you meet a military person that's like that, you got to walk on eggshells with them. And if you got to do that in a relationship, they're not ready. Now, if you're doing that in a marriage, y'all need counsel. Because if you have to be fake in order to be received, then something is wrong with something was wrong with your presentation. You know what I'm saying? You presented something that they thought you were. Now you need to go back and fix it.
Right.
Because now you can't say, I don't want to be married no more. You can if that's your choice, but that is not of God. But you have to go back and correct what you messed up.
Right.
What's that saying? I'm going to clean up
what I messed up. Yeah.
What I messed up. But, you know, and once you do that, now you can be real. Now your life your marriage don't have life until your marriage is able to breathe.
Right,
I'm gonna say that again.
Right.
Your marriage don't have life until your marriage is able to breathe. A lot of people's marriages are not breathing. You know why they ain't breathing? Because you can't be real. You can't be original. You can't be you. You're having to be something that you're not. And you know you was like that, and you know, because what you told me, and I know you done heard me tell you, man, I couldn't be me. You know, Sean, I couldn't be me. You know, I had to be apostle all the time. Man, it's more to me than just the apostleship. It's more to me than just the church. You know, I like to have fun. I like to fish. I like to fix all my vehicles. I like to shop with my wife. I like to, you know, I like to do a lot of stuff. You know, I like to do all them what's that?
We do a lot of stuff.
I like to go to restaurants, movies. I like to do all kinds of stuff. You know, stuff that we don't have access to here, like beaches and stuff. Go swimming and all of that. You know. I like to go to the beach, you know, stuff you like to do, you know, and you know.
I like to live, which is very important.
Yeah,
God did not create us to live life in a box. God did not create us to stay in the house. God did not create us to be so stiff and square. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to laugh. Yeah. It's okay to live a little bit and let your hair down. That's okay.
Yeah.
That gives you a chance of diversity. That gives you a chance of, you know, being able to express yourself outside the confines of the church, outside the confines of, you know, everyone else. You can actually just relax and be yourself. When is the last time? You know what, honey? I think a lot of times the reason why couples have a lot of bumping of heads and a lot of dilemmas and crash courses is because they don't do a lot of R&R. They don't allow themselves to relax and to take some time off, to take some time. You know, I'm always hollering, I need a break, I need a vacation. Even when I come back from vacation, I'm saying I need a vacation, you know?
And you know why?
Because it's important to have that rest and relaxation. It's important for you as couples to have that rest and relaxation, just to get away, to be revived, you know, and as yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Because sometimes the self has to get away from self. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the self has to get away from self just to get to a place of peace and tranquility. Yes.
Yeah. But to add to what you were saying, you was talking about get away, get some rest. A lot of times, in certain situations, that's true. And then some have gotten away. But I'm gonna show you something that God just showed me right before you were saying that. It's kind of coincident. You said one part of what I'm about to say. God gave me another part. Like,
that's
wow.
why I'm your rib.
A lot of people are not resting, period. When I say rest, they worry about everything. It's too much worrying and not enough faith. They worry about so much. They got so much going on. Their mind is going 100 miles an hour.
It's cold out here.
I know. I know it's cold. Their mind's going 100 miles an hour. And it's like everything going through their mind. All their responsibilities, the bills, the children, the husband, the wife, the frustrations, and all of the church and the saints and all this stuff that's going on in their mind.
Right.
But watch this. at some point, you're going to have to rest. You can't fix what goes on with your children. You can't fix what goes on with your marriage. You can't fix what goes on with the church. You can't fix what goes on with your bills. But the Bible says through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your request be made known unto God. But then another part of it said, and the peace of God that transcends all our understanding will guard our hearts and mind in Christ Jesus. And he said he will give us our heart's desire. Then he says, if we seek, we shall find. We knock, the door shall be open. It's so many scriptures that justify what I'm saying. If you seek God and do the work, I'm talking about don't just pray, but act and do. By being married to this woman, I'm more aggressive with my responsibilities than I've ever been in my lifetime. You get what I'm saying? So
you better be clear.
So
you better be responsible, clear.
You better go on now.
I told you what to do. You better be take care of me now, clear.
Yeah, but when you get to that point where you are aggressive, and consistent with what you do, that's when the bonds of the yokes of bondage and the bonds of strongholds and things like that will break, because a lot of times slowfulness and being passive about things like I used to be, it causes us to enter into a place where we can't even keep it real. The first message I ever preached was, I lied to myself.
Oh, that's
the first message.
That's a tough pill to swallow.
That's the first message I ever preached.
Yeah.
It was, you can't keep it real with you. You can't even keep it real with you. You ain't even honest with yourself. You did not do everything possible to make your situation better. You didn't do it, because if you did, it would be better.
Yeah.
Or it wouldn't be so disastrous. I'm talking about anybody, including me. You know what I'm saying? Like having to clean up things and do things that, I could have did years ago.
Right.
I'm having to do it now.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a man to be with the right one, to open his eyes. Like, how I open your eyes to certain things. You're like, wow, I didn't think about it like that. That's the same way. That's why it's important that before they say I do, that they're compatible. That they can't live without each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you look at this person, babe, and you be like, I can find another. No, that ain't the one. When you look at your husband or your wife, you can't find a duplicate. I remember when my uncle died. My auntie was at the funeral, and she knew that was the best thing that ever happened to her. She screamed and hollered. You get what I'm saying? So that's deep. Like, that's encouraging and that's motivational. If somebody else can find that right one, you can too.
Right. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? This man in the casket, that your heart is with that man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gone, but I ain't never met nobody like this. And she just screamed, so like I said, you cold, baby. Come here.
I told
my
you
baby
that.
cold. Y'all, my baby cold.
You always messing with that thermostat, Cleve. You trying to freeze me to the grave, Cleve.
No, it ain't.
Yes, you is.
I ain't marry you for you to die.
You like it cold in this house, Cleve. You ain't got no feeling in your fingers, Cleve.
No, I ain't got no feeling in the finger.
That's why you don't know how cold it is, Cleve.
That's why I stir the coffee with that cold finger.
With your finger, Cleve.
That cold.
I'm going to break your finger, Cleve.
you going to put that in the hot pit.
I'm going to break a fast. So, speaking of that, marriage, earlier when we first got on, you said something that was very, very profound. You said that the marriage has to breathe.
Yeah.
Meaning that the marriage has to be alive in order to breathe.
Yeah.
One of the very main important factors of keeping a marriage alive and any type of relationship is remaining true to all things. Even when you screw up, even when things happen, it's not going to always be an easy walk in the park. It's not going to always be a home run, all right? But it's the fact of you saying, you know what, baby?
Yeah.
I messed up with that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back and I'm going to fix that. There's no room for pride in a marriage. There's no room for anger, bitterness, unforgiveness.
It has to be driven by love.
Right. If you are a person that is not easily to forgive, then you need to wait a little bit to get married. You have to exercise patience. You have to exercise a whole lot of stuff, with them. Because, my husband is a very special person. Amen, somebody. And, I know that I'm very special too. So God put two very special people together because that's basically, we balance each other out. Okay?
Hey, I'm special. I know I'm special. Not like the Olympics.
We both going to the Olympics.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the tennis ball.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be in the tennis ball.
That's where you gonna?
Frisbee throw.
You think that's where you gonna be, huh?
I think I'm gonna be in the flip flop run.
Oh really? You gotta be what Mickey Ways to do for $1.
But like I said, y'all, the whole topic of this thing is keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
If you have to be fake for any reason, I don't know. We're not just talking about marriage. And that means
also, let me say this too, because I feel this in my spirit. And hiding things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another one. If you enter into something where you gotta hide something, then then you're not ready. You're not ready. You're not at a place to where you're being true with yourself. You're being true because when my husband and I met each other, we put it out on the line. Okay.
Yeah.
Look. Some of the things you did, I ain't gonna. But anywho, we put, we filled in each other. Said, listen, this is what's going on. This is what, blah, blah, and, me, blah, blah, and all that kind of stuff, So it wouldn't be no surprises. We grown. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time for the drama and all the stupidity. And nobody has time for that. So, this is It's black, white, yellow, green, and gold. You take it, no, it ain't no red in there. It's black, white, red, green, and gold. You take it like that, that's it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people have to do. I have to continue to learn how to do when they enter into a relationship. This is it. This is me. All right. We love you too. This is me. This is how, okay. All right, fine. Then we could be friends. That's fine too. My husband and I, hey, we put it out. This is what we like. This is what we don't like, and that was it. That's pretty much how it went.
And I watched a movie. I think it was. I don't know what that movie was. Oh, my favorite movie, Poetic Justice, with Tupac and Janet Jackson in it. And one thing Tupac mom said in that movie was, "Boy, time ain't forever." I got a big problem with people who waste time. I got a big problem with people who waste time on dating people who are wasting their time. I got a problem with that. And wasting your time with people that waste your time, it's not their fault. It's your fault because you chose to allow them to waste your time.
Yes.
Because truth of the matter is, we see the early signs before it all come down into play.
Oh yeah, you do.
We see the signs,
but they ignore the warning signs. Okay,
yeah.
They ignore the warning signs just because they try to compromise, or they think, you know what, it won't be like that all the time. Oh yes, it will, and it's going to get worse. That's why it's best to be upfront, be open and honest with yourself, just as well as the individual. Say, you know what, you fart in your sleep. I can't deal with that. I don't know why. I'm just using that as an analogy. But, I've heard you. take a nap here. You fell asleep over my house and you poop in your sleep, and I don't like that. Or you burp after every meal, and I don't like that. You didn't tell me.
Table manners.
You didn't tell me you burp after every meal, Or after you start being with them and you get engaged with them, and before oh my God, I have to go over there with my mama and go to my mama's house and stay the night with her for 2 days out the week. I have to do that. You never told me that when we was together. We was dating after we done got engaged. Now you telling me you got to go to your mama's house and be with her every 2-3 days out the week. What is that? And that's what I'm saying. Communication, being upfront and being personal. Thank you. Being up close. And for real, I'm saying being up close to people. I like ice cream sandwiches. Now I got a thing. I'm gonna use me. I got a thing with certain things in my refrigerator. Okay, and I be counting my food. I don't care. I said I be counting my stuff. Okay, and I count my stuff. I don't care. Okay, so I go in my refrigerator and I have a little ice cream sandwiches. Okay, and y'all know I'm a health nut, and I go to my mama's, whatever, okay? Once a month, I do that, whatever, okay? So I have a little ice cream sandwich, and it was set up, and I said, I went downstairs, and, where's my ice cream sandwich? My husband, he minded his own business, watching the game on the couch.
I'm watching the playoffs.
He ain't, he minded his own business, and I'm like, meanwhile, I'm getting irate in the kitchen. My head is about to, who ate my ice cream sandwich in the refrigerator? And my husband, he had no idea that, I'm like they call me the food patrol. That's what they call me.
Food police.
My children call me the food police.
The food police.
So they quiet. Everybody said, and my husband like, well, what is wrong with you? And my husband like, baby, why you do that? But see, at the end of the day, my husband, he knows that about me. He already know if something in that refrigerator that is mine, and I have my mind on it for like weeks and weeks, especially if I don't diet it and then cut back on carbohydrates for like 3 weeks or something, and I finally want to treat myself to an ice cream sandwich, and it's not in there. Oh my God, it's gonna be chaos in the kingdom. Yeah. Okay? So, at the end of the day, my husband knows that about me.
Yeah.
And he accepts that,
Yeah.
He's like, baby, I go get you some ice cream sandwiches.
And went and got them. I ain't want to hear that no more.
Well, no, that wasn't the whole thing. No, the whole thing was somebody ate them. And I was like, I don't want another ice cream sandwich. I want the one I had, But anywho, my husband. So at the end of the day, he knows that, if I have my stuff, I have my stuff. My husband is, he has a thing too with his little tools and stuff, Y'all know a man about their little tools and their little, stuff.
Cleaning supplies.
That they like for their little cars when they wiping their cars down and, whatever they be doing out there with the cars and stuff. So my husband loved the garage. He loved being out there in the garage. He loved, that's his playhouse.
Them whips gonna stay clean.
His playhouse is the garage. Now, in the beginning, when we first started, he was like, baby, I'm outdoors. I like to be under the hood or something. I like to, I like to swing from the trees, and I like to, bite off snake heads and stuff.
I ain't tell you all that.
I like to eat fish raw. I take it out to sea. So, I said,
let us pray.
I said, okay, sweetie. So now he's outside the garage, and I be like, where's my husband? Where's my husband? I go there and say, where's you in the garage? But yeah, that's what I had to get used to. So now people say,
shining the motor up under the hood.
Where's Sharp? Oh, he's outside in the garage. He in the garage. Everybody pretty much knows he's in the garage.
Yeah, out there making something happen. Cleaning the garage. But
at the end of the day, that's who he is. He likes, playing around with the cars and going in the yard and swinging from the trees and wrestling with snakes and stuff and, all that kind of stuff. And he knows that, I'm more of the, running a business and what else?
You like a lot of stuff.
Not what else?
Yeah. We both cook, so shoot. Hey, we share that thing. We
cook together.
We cook.
Yeah.
We both like we like reading stuff. We both like exercising.
Mm-hmm.
We both like we like a lot of stuff the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we like.
We like, yeah. He's
my
rib.
You gotta
I'm his rib.
That's right. You my rib.
I'm his rib. Yeah, I am. So, totally. At first, and ladies, let me tell you something. Don't give up. If God showed you dreams and visions of your husband,
He's coming.
No, he is coming. I almost gave up for a little bit because, I kept seeing visions of my husband. And I was like, I can't take it. This man with this hair and his face, I don't even know who he is. And those who know me, who, walk close with me, they knew that I was getting visions of this man, And, I just was like, okay, and he will manifest. But it's just all about the timing and the season. You know what I'm saying? And you have to allow yourself to be in a broken place. Because let me tell you something. You can't be married to this and not be broken. I'm just... You
better hear it.
You can't be married to a man of God with such stature and things like that without being broken. 10 slices of humble pie. I'm here to tell you right now. Oh my God, it ain't, you just.
Whoa.
Yeah, your mind got to be renewed. You got to be reprogrammed. Cause let me tell you, child. I had to be crucified to be married to this one right here.
Hey.
I had to be crucified and resurrected for this one right here. Woo! Jesus. I'm telling you, so you have to allow God to process you. You have to allow God to grow you and mature you as a woman. I'm for real, because we'll get into a marriage or a relationship with no balance, especially those who are in leadership like myself. We'll get into it not feminine, not graceful. One thing I love about my spiritual mom, she always taught me how to be feminine and how to be graceful. And she imparted that in me, to always maintain a woman, to be womanly and to love that and to have that, because that's what he wants. He don't want no stiff cardboard linebacker talking about what the Lord say. No, he don't want that all the time, because if he wanted that all the time, he would go to church all the time. He want his wife at home. He want his old lady at home.
Yeah.
He want his, you know what I'm saying, his fire and desire.
Yeah.
He want that at the house.
He want that Teddy P.
Right, he want all of that. He want all of that. Stop. He wants all of that. So at the end of the day, have your balance. Please don't be prophesying to him while y'all on a date at the movies somewhere. As soon as you see something on the movies, baby, the Lord said that if we don't do this, we're going to blow up. Listen, do not.
The Lord said I can't hold your hand because I'm going to go to hell.
Oh, I don't want to eat popcorn with too much butter on it. That's a sin, ain't it? Ain't that gluttony? That's gluttony. If I do this, that's a sin if I eat too much. So, again, at the end of the day, have balance. It's important,
yeah.
All right? And men, please don't be too aggressive. Don't be too aggressive.
Love her,
I know that you ain't been on a date in a long time and you think that this is the one. But please don't be too aggressive and we're just keeping it real, because y'all know I keep it real. Please do not try to tongue kiss her. I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't do that, cause you gonna ruin you trying to tongue kiss her and you ain't even know it yet. Boy,
and then you opening up doors to a whole nother thing. She just as hot as you is. Right, you opening up the door. Oh, we made a mistake. Pastor, we made a mistake.
You tongue.
Really? But then you turn around and you keep doing the mistake over and over and over again. Now here y'all want to rush and go get married because somebody done got pregnant. Yeah, that's right. I said it because y'all know y'all see it all the time. It happen over. But y'all got married. No, stop that. Stop it. Because marriage ain't going to make it no better. I'm just saying.
And she crazy as a bat and you is too. And y'all didn't know that because y'all were just hot and horny. And when it got married because, you done got pregnant and she hot. and the married bed in marriage is honorable with God. We know
Yes.
that. But
Yes.
come on, man. I ain't marrying you just because you got pregnant.
Right.
Man,
But it happens. And it happens. And I'm not, what we're trying to say really is just try your best to be a gentleman, be a lady, at all times, and be upfront and talk. Set the boundaries. Be real. Be authentic. Don't pretend. Don't act like you baby, you just messed me up when you did that. Don't you? We finna finish the RIBCAGE.
Yeah, we gonna finish the RIBCAGE.
Yeah.
We got 6 minutes. We gonna finish the thing up.
You can't be doing that. No.
Good kid. Them my lips. I said I do sign paper for them lips.
This is why I didn't want to get on here.
The Lord.
I'm able to kiss my husband, everything. It's been, he got surgery on, he feel big.
That's my baby right there.
So, yes, you want to be real with the individual. You want to be real with yourself.
And I keep saying they need to be best friends.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
That's another one.
what?
Like, this is my bestie. Like,
How
I cannot. Baby, when my husband go on the road sometimes, because y'all know my husband's a truck contractor and stuff like that. And when he's on the road and things like that, I'd be like,
Yeah.
I don't think I ever told you this, baby.
Yeah. Oh, the children tell me. They tell me you be like a puppy. And it's so cute.
You be like that too. You be like that too. So
I
was like,
I was about to blow the truck up trying to get to the house.
I was like,
I ain't lying. Man, I was in Baltimore the other day. I was trying to blow that mug up, get back to my wife.
but no,
I ain't lying.
I be like,
I like little
my
puppy.
best friend gone.
Yeah.
And it's very important to be friends, and how you can be friends is by allowing them to be themselves. Allowing them to be them. I guarantee you, if you allow them to be them, they're gonna make you laugh. They're gonna make you smile. They're gonna, make you just, blossom into a new person yourself, because you're allowing them to be their selves.
They're gonna ignite them, for real. They're gonna ignite.
Yes.
Like they're gonna become fired up, not just about the marriage.
Fire and desire.
They'll be fired up about everything. The children gonna see. It's a chain reaction.
Baby.
Hey!
Okay, stop.
Hey, y'all done went to church. We ready to party.
We cross it over.
Y'all crazy.
Amen.
But yeah, y'all, it's time. It's you gotta have balance. You gotta have that time of intimacy, romance, and all that other great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gotta have that time where you study, pray, fast, and all that. See, that's where the balance comes.
And also, like, my husband like the me time for him is the garage. The me time for me is my nails, my hair, all my girl stuff, and
Man.
the whole. I might do like I got a massage coming up, in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna do, just me, or sometimes I'll go with my daughter, stuff like that. It's very important that you get just a little bit of me time.
Yep.
To get away from the husband and the children, so you can be sane, so you won't kill up everybody, after a while, because after a while, I need a break. And that's me. I need a break because I need a break, I need a break.
See, you gotta, in order to appreciate them, you gotta miss them.
Right.
You can't be up on them all the time. Now, I'm a clingy type of person. I love to be up on my wife. My wife is clingy too. So we both clingy. But at the end of the day, when I go in that garage, I'll stay in that garage about 5-6 hours. She be wanting me.
I be working.
I'm talking about when you want me. After I'm out there for so long,
yeah,
you
be
want me
get
to
up
come,
here.
like, come on in the house, babe. You've been out here all day. Now it's time for you to come in here and spend some time with me. And I'm like, okay. I'm excited because I want you to miss me just as much as I miss you. And when we come together, it's much better. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's beautiful. Like when I'm driving or at work or whatever, you know, you miss me. When you gone and you at work or whatever, you miss me. And you know, if you gone to the grocery store, I miss you. You know what I'm saying? Because we do a lot together, but we can't do everything together.
Right.
You know, that's how we begin to miss each other. You know, that time apart is so important because it don't draw a wedge, it draws closer.
Yeah.
You know, you got to take, because Jesus got away from the disciples and he went and prayed and spent time by himself. We don't know what he did. He just went into the mountaintop. We don't know if he just prayed.
He went to watch the game.
Yeah.
He went to watch the game.
He went and washed his beard in his robe.
No, he went to go clean up.
Jesus said, I'm tired of y'all Negro. I'm finna go up there and wash my robe. Y'all get on my nerves.
He went to go shine the
And I'm gonna pray for you too. No, he shined the mule feet.
Yeah, he went to go shine up the stuff and clean out the what's called the stall, whatever.
Yeah.
Stall, he went to go clean up.
Yeah, you know, he said, I'm gonna go do some cleaning because y'all get on my nerves. Y'all don't listen anyway though.
He went to go water some grass.
But anyway, you got to you got that time apart. Like I said, it don't draw a wedge. It draw you closer.
Yeah.
And
it helps you keep sane because I don't know about you women. I know about me. After a while, I'm like, My husband know too. I start.
Yeah.
He know, you know. And well, I'm going to go on over there and get your nails done or something. God, I'm going to take you somewhere because you.
Yeah.
When he can't get it
out. Nice important,
when
man.
he talking about you, I know what that means. So, you know, at the end of the day, remaining true, keeping it real with yourself is very important.
Yeah,
the night is far well spent. It is time for us to go.
Yeah, we enjoyed you
we
all.
We did. I know that it's been a while, but we're here and we're back.
Yes.
Thank you for your patience and your time for spending with us.
Yes.
It's greatly appreciated.
Yes, we appreciate you. My Uncle Steve is on here.
Hi, Uncle Steve.
Yes, he's never met you.
Hi,
hey,
Uncle Steve.
We're going to wave it. Yeah, you know, we really missed you all. I had some surgery in my mouth, a lot.
Child, I knocked him in his mouth. He don't want to say nothing. I'm just joking.
You be in Fulton County. You be in Fulton. I always say that, y'all. I just be joking.
My husband gonna put me in jail, y'all.
You going to jail?
Thank you, put me in jail, please.
But anyway, like I said, y'all, we'll see y'all Saturday, right?
What's that? No.
Not this Saturday?
A couple of weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
Okay, in a couple of weeks, y'all. But
flyers will be up for our next service because a couple of people have asked me, you know, when's our next service here in Jonesboro? It is coming. It's so many events that we have that we're doing outside. So our service we got is, I want to say it's May Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, Memorial Day weekend. That's Saturday. We will be at our regular spot at 7:30 p.m. Coming at the New Faith Awakening Church.
Yes.
Jonesboro, Georgia. Okay?
Yes. Y'all come on out. I want to see some men come out.
The Awakening service will be on.
Yeah. I want to see some men come out. You know, I love the women to come out, you know, but I want to see some men come out and fellowship with us. Bring some family, bring some friends, bring your sons, bring your nephews, bring them
bring
out.
Bring your mailman, bring the DHL worker,
bring them all.
Yeah.
Your lawyer, your doctor.
Bring the doctor, bring them all.
Police, everybody.
Yes.
Bring them to the service.
Well, we love you all. I hope you enjoyed this. Please share this with your friends. I hope that it blessed you. And may the Lord continue to cover you and watch over you as you are in your marriage, your relationship, or you're pursuing, you know, dating, life, and love. We love you.
We love you.
Have a good night.
Blessings.
Bye.
Peace.